It is 12:30 at night. I was up around 10. Last we spoke, I hoped that I could finish my write-up by the time I slept. That did not happen. I did not even come close. I think that the write-up is going to be an all-day thing today, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna relax. I'm gonna do some other writing, some other reading. Excuse me. I have a frog in my throat. I'm not quite sure why that would be. Anyways, so yeah, I was gonna finish the write-up, but then I fell asleep, and so I'm gonna finish the write-up. That's gonna be probably the whole day today, and because I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna do some other writing. And did I just say the same thing twice? I think I did, more or less, exactly. Say exactly the same thing twice. Well, in case you forgot it the first time. Yeah, in case I forgot it the second time. I think it's just a check-in day. Well, if I'm doing some writing, that means that I'll probably do some ranting. Eventually. It will catch up. It always does. Okay. Just a chill day of writing. Various things. That's what I'm thinking. Well, it's 10 to 9 in the morning. I have finished the liner notes for the second record. I've got the back finished. That's when you know you're done, is when the back's finished. So it's done. I'm just having some difficulty getting on the internet. It's been intermittent for quite a while. I guess ever since I started turning it off and on. For some reason, it doesn't want to let me back in after I've gone off for a while. It's almost, you again. We don't want you on. You use too much. Actually, I don't download much. I upload far more than I download. I'm going to figure out what that is, and then maybe send a report off to my ISP, because I'm not paying for unlimited access, but I'm not paying for time-based access either. That should not be happening. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and close this record. Let me stop and start. So the second record, I didn't initially want there to be a second record like this. I had enough material. I actually have vague recollections of considering a double record, which I suppose would be basically what I have there. But there were parts that I wanted to add to it. Like there was the circus mix. I did the idiotic. Stuff that I did over the summer and fall of 1998. It was always an outtakes disc. Like I say, I considered maybe releasing it as an addendum to the first record, maybe as a double, but I never really wanted to release it standalone as a second. It's just, I got to a point where I had enough material, and I didn't really want to do anything else with it. So I kind of whipped it all up. There were ideas that were working near the end that were just for the sake of doing it. I needed space on the disc. I needed to fill up space. One of the tracks is literally filler, and etc. Right? So it came out definitely as an inferior product to the first record. There's no question to that. Which is often the case for second records for exactly the reasons that I just described. That's how second records are often built. You have leftovers from the first record. You have filler, things that you weren't sure, things that you don't plan on finishing, so you just put it aside. And I fell victim to the predictable trap that comes with a second disc on that. I've been conscious of this for a long time. I was conscious of it when I was doing it. So I tried to, in reconstructing it and reinterpreting it, I tried to um, kind of balance that out a little bit by completing some of the tracks that weren't entirely done, um, by pulling back on some of the more exotic aspects, and it's by taking the samples out. That was an issue with both of the demos, and I think that I've come up with something that is better as a companion. Um, that said, all of these INRI records are being like I'm working towards a package of everything together because you can't really separate it out. And there's no question that this is not. It doesn't make any sense without the context of the first record and all the demos and everything else that came around it. Most of it was done in the period that I was recording for the first demo. Some of the singles are in sequence, right? So like one of the singles for the second record is in February 11th, and the first record wasn't released until June 20th. So the other one that was from April. Um, and there were loose tracks from the period that are all in early '98. There's only a couple of tracks that were done after June 20th, and a bunch of them like were mostly recorded before then, anyways. So this is an outtakes disc. It's an addendum. It's a companion. But I think that I've cleaned it up to the point that it stands well as that. It stands well as a companion to the initial record. And that's what we're going to say as we close this. Coming up next, I need to do the Aleph disc for the second record, which is the record with all the singles and all the other versions just put together in a package. And then there's a collection of compilations to close period 1.2, as well as a period 1.2 dual layer DVD compilation itself. I'll close each of them as they come up, but this is winding down, and it's good because I want to get back to the Alter Reality. I'm actually excited about reading the Gracer of Wrath. So that's that. Hopefully I can get back on the internet soon. If not, I gotta get something to eat soon anyways.